And what's going on, guys? Gabe here with Review Dork. First time visiting this channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and let me know in the comments if you would like for me to review other indicators. Now, what is the best moving average trading strategy? Some day traders getting started, having yet mastered price action, are looking for a tool that would help them identify whether the market is bullish or bearish. A lot of other day traders favor the 9, the 20, the 50, or the 200, but I'm going to introduce to you two EMAs that are the most profitable crossover EMAs, and we have academics to back this up. Now let's take a look at the concept of crossovers. The idea behind trading crossovers is that the short-term moving average above a long-term moving average is an indicator of upward momentum in a stock or an asset, and the opposite is true about a short-term moving average trading below a long-term moving average. A lot of traders use the 50 and 200 SMAs, or simple moving averages. And so there was a study to find out if there was a better crossover. ETF HQ found that exponential moving averages, or EMAs, which weigh most recent prices heavier than early prices, perform better overall than SMAs, which weigh all prices in a time frame equally. Among short and long-term EMAs, they discovered that trading the crossovers of the 13 and 48.5, we say 48, produced the largest returns. This is academics. So how do you use this to your advantage? The exponential moving average is more a sophisticated cousin to the SMA. The calculation starts out the same as SMA, but is modified so the most recent data points in a series have more weight than older ones. Now, what this means is that if you're trading the 1 minute, 2 minute, the 5 minute, 15 minute, the hour, the 4 hour, even the daily, you are going to get a more reactive moving average as opposed to the simple moving average. The simple moving average has a little more built-in lag, so if you are looking to make that critical decision on entry, obviously you would want something that is a little more responsive to price action, and this is why we use EMAs, or exponential moving averages. So let me show you how to get the 13 and 48 EMAs on your TradingView chart really easily, okay? So we're going to go on over to indicators, and we're simply going to type in 1348. You're going to find the indicator trade 1348. We simply click that. It gets added to the chart, and once added, there will be some settings that we can toy around with. First off, the first setting I want to alter is my genie size, and this here, we click to normal, gets a little larger. If you feel like you need it a little more apparent, we simply make it large. As you can see here, it is very obvious when we are bullish and we are bearish thanks to the cloud. If you go into the settings, you can change the color to your preferred color. But the EMAs that we have in this indicator are the 13, the 24, 48, and 200 EMAs. And we are going to break down how we use these in synergy to make a trading decision. Now, before we get into the rules of the trading strategy, check out trade1348.com, download our iOS or Android app, absolutely free, and we give you free education forever, free trading education. What's more is that you can then go ahead and download the full trading strategy guide for free. It's going to cover the 1348 strategy as well as some of our other indicators, which include Titan AI, where we use algorithmic intelligence, artificial intelligence to help us better assess a trade for insane profit. Let's get to the charts. I'm going to show you the rules to the 1348, and of course we have the 24 and the 200, and how to use it and how to improve your trading game. So let's take a look at this strategy in action when we get a cross to the upside with price action breaking above the 13, we are bullish. And what we can do is use the 13, which is our blue line, as basically support. Should we break it, we can then use the 24 as our exit. Usually the break of the 24 leads to the break of the 48 and can possibly put you in a bearish trend. However, in this example, we see if we secured our trade here at the 13, we allowed price action to come down and reset itself, not taking the 1348 cross down. Why wouldn't we take the cross down? Very simple, because price action is above the 200 EMA here. As you can see, this here is your 200. So when price action is above the 200, we are biased to going long, or we are bullish. Okay. Alternatively, we could see other examples where we fulfill the conditions of going short. Now, in this example, we could see the cross that does happen, and we could also see where if you took an entry and you used the break of the 13 or the 24 right here, you were in a profitable trade before it shifted momentum. Now, on the break of the 48 is usually where I like to go bearish. Should you break the 48 while you are above the 200 here, you are looking to close your position at the 200. So you're going short or you are bearish from the 48 to the 200. For those trading shares, going short. For those trading options, you're buying puts, get the break of 48 down to the 200. You wait for confirmation and a break of the 200, which allows you to re-enter, and this would fulfill the condition where you get a bearish 1348 cross along with a bearish bias when price action breaks below the 200 EMA. And as you can see, it has stayed below the 200 EMA for quite some time. So for those who are swinging options, this is a very, very powerful and profitable tool. And this works not only with options and SPY, but this also works with stocks and even futures, of which we use here at Trade 1348 for futures. Now, what we're looking at is Tesla. And as you can see, we have a 1348 cross here. We wait for that condition to fulfill and or retake the cross down. And once we get the break of the 200 here, we are now bearish. We now have our bearish cloud highlighted in red, meeting the condition of bearishness where both price action is below the 200 EMA and the cloud is also bearish. Okay, when we are considering bullishness, we're looking for the conditions of the cross with price action above the 200 EMA. Now, it's never truly perfect, but we could see here we got the cross and it finally found its way above the 200 EMA, thus making this a profitable trade. There are many scenarios of which the 1348 strategy works phenomenally. I want you guys to backtest this. Again, this indicator is absolutely free. Okay, now let's get on over to futures. This is what I trade, and this is NQ. Again, guys, you can trade options, Forex, futures, shares with this strategy. We're looking at NQ here on the 15-minute, very profitable. We have a condition met here where price action, we get the cross here, price action is broken below the 200, so we would assume we are in a bearish trend. Okay, for those who trade ES, we could see on the 5-minute, currently, we have a cross and a break of the 200. And as you can see, we have both of our conditions met here, meaning we have confluence. So therefore, we're bearish. There are levels to this game, guys. Let me show you what those levels are. So here, we're now looking at NQ with additional indicators, our flagship Titan AI giving us laser entries here for what we can see is a 6-to-1 trade. But if we zoom out, you could see how this is built upon the 1348 strategy. And so we have created custom indicators such as RSI 3.0, which gauges strength, which once again is built upon the 1348 EMA strategy here, along with our band, and then we have trend thrust here, again built upon the 1348 EMA cross, but allowing us to get precision entries because we're now able to extract more detail, and more importantly, we have artificial intelligence on our side that is pinpointing the exact entries, not the guesstimate entries that traders will find themselves taking with an EMA cross. Now, we're not saying the 1348 EMA cross or any other strategy for that matter is a poor strategy. In fact, we think it's such a phenomenal strategy that we built upon it and made it even better. Check it out at trade1348.com to gain access to AI that will accompany 1348 and take it to the next level. Anyways, this is Gabe. I'm signing out. Peace.